feeling great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of invasion.
Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. This is episode number 562 of the Immigration Answer Show. I'll be here for the next hour or so trying to answer as many immigration law related questions as I can. How is everybody doing? Got back early from softball. Things did not go so well for your St. Louis Aces. They were tied 1-1. Both teams only had 2 hits. Going into the last inning, we could not score, and the other team scored in the bottom of the 6th. A walk-off win for the Fury. Everyone was pretty pissed. The parents were upset. The kids were mad. The coach was angry. Big up, Lorraine. How's everybody doing? Lewis is here. Anthony's here. Carolyn's here. Orande says, happy Sunday. Hope is here, as she often is. Aiz is in Portland, Oregon. I was just thinking about Portland, Oregon. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend going? What's going on? I guess that's the back of my chair. What's that? Oh, that's this. All right, there we go. All right. We've had some good calls, some good shows from the back porch at Old Hacking Household. We were talking the other day about which were our favorite calls ever, and we even watched the replay of Shabazz when he was driving me crazy, but we forgot about Benson and Benson's awesome call that one time where he dunked on and sued successfully ICE and USCIS in New Orleans and caught them in a lie. One of my all-time favorite calls. Benson. Don't forget old Benson when you're making your top 10. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me post how you can get into the waiting room to ask me a question. There it is right there. And our buddy Pat is back. Haven't seen old Pat in a while. Hello, Pat.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Sunday.
Thanks, man.
Jim, I want to ask you a question. So, do you or your team support sponsorship for EB3?
Sure. I mean, do we handle EB3 cases?
Yes. So, Jim, I have a question. So, I was planning to sponsor a nanny for her to get a green card.
A who? A what? A nanny?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't do that through the EB3. You got to go through the J1 program, and you got to get you got to go through one of those sponsoring companies. You're not going to be able to get an EB3 approved for a nanny.
Okay. So, how's that process like?
So, what I would do if I were you is I would look for international nanny. There's all these companies. I think they have to go through the State Department to get certified. I think there's like 20 companies that have gone through the certification process with the State Department to be able to work on those J1s, but you can't do it on your own.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you have to, in other words, like I couldn't even do it. You have to work with one of these companies. It's sort of rigged.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Jim. Sounds good. I think that's basically it that I wanted to ask.
How's everything else going? Good?
Yeah, pretty good, Jim. Pretty good. So good. Yep.
Buddy, stay in touch. I'll see you soon, Pat.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye, buddy. All right, Ahmed is here. Hello, Ahmed.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Were you in Mecca like a month ago or something?
Did you see me there?
I don't know. I saw just like you posted a picture of the Kaaba.
Oh, probably for Ramadan. Probably just for Ramadan. I have been to Mecca, but only for Umrah, not for Hajj.
Okay, inshallah. Quick question. I don't want to take more time from. There is a lot of people.
Sure.
You know my story. I came 2014, apply. So this is very important. I came in July 2014, and my visa, I came on B1, B2. My visa ended in January the 10th. In 2015. I applied January 5th when they opened the TPS for Syria in January the 5th. So I got the receipt in January the 23rd of 2015 for me, my wife, and 2 kids. So in I think I don't know if you remember. In 2018, I applied for EB3 and finished everything. I was waiting for my green card. I got just denied last week because of that. The reason why that I was out of status for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So now my lawyer is saying like I traveled on advance parole for 3 times in 2017 and 19 and 20. She said like she
Advanced
so
parole
she
off the
appealed.
TPS.
Excuse me?
Advanced parole off the TPS, not off the EB3.
Yes, of the TPS. So she said as long as you travel and came back, the law says that you are back in status if they put you in, admit you in status. And my EB3 I applied for EB3 after my travel. So now we're gonna file to reopen the file in the Atlanta office. So what's your thought about that?
I don't know. I told you last time I thought it was tough to get them to agree to all that. I can't tell you that your lawyer's wrong or right. I'd have to research it.
Okay. If there is any way to communicate with you about this topic?
No, I'm not your lawyer. You have a lawyer. Pay them to do it. That's their job. I don't just do research. I work on cases. So if you got an attorney, you're good to go.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Thanks, Ahmed. See you. Good luck,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Yep. All right. Happy to give a second opinion, but I'm not going to go doing legal work to look stuff up. David Q is here. What's up, David? Oops. Sorry, buddy. Hold on. You're here. There you are. David, can you hear me? Can't hear you. You're not on mute. I think it's those headsets. Oh.
Make a switch here. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right. A couple of quick questions. Actually, not my case. It's for a friend who wants to be anonymous, but he has a marriage case, which he's also an asylum seeker. His marriage case is showing on the computer, on the system, both his I-130 and his 485 have both been approved, but it doesn't show up that they're producing the card yet after like 12 or 13 days. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but
it used to be, I would say 6 months ago, it was boom, approved, next day card being produced. But sometime in the last 6 months, that's gone to 30 days. So I don't know. They always find other ways to slow things down, but that's not unusual. I wouldn't be too worried, especially with the old asylum case.
But the thing is that, they filed in October, like October 13th, and it's approved like 5 months later. So
that's good.
That's fast. And they got the combo card as well in January. So like after like 3 or 4 months. So everything about the case has been fast.
They should go to the casino. They're living life right. They're lucky.
Yeah. So another related question to the same case, since he's an asylum seeker, his passport's been canceled, so he doesn't have a working passport. But is there any reason not to drop the asylum case? Is there a risk? The only thing he'd be going for is for a refugee travel document. So,
and that he can't get till he gets asylum. So, I mean, he'll probably, in theory, become a citizen before then. So I think he's just sort of stuck in the United States for a while.
Right. I guess the question I had on his behalf was, is there a risk it pushes the asylum case forward and they turned him down? Would they send that to court, even though he has a green card?
He should, in my opinion, I don't know. Every case is, I guess, different. But generally, when you get your green card, you withdraw your asylum case.
Because it's not worth the complications to keep it from going to court, right?
And I don't think they would even give it to him. I don't think that if he has a green card, I don't think they can give him asylum.
Okay.
So it's sort of not worth. He just wants to keep his record clean.
Okay. That's everything. Thank you so much.
Jim and David, 2 guys with white beards. What's going on? Thanks, buddy. See ya. All right. My name is Jim Hacking. I'm an immigration attorney, even though I'm wearing my Yes sweatshirt, my hoodie. It's a Sunday. Today is Sunday, the 14th day of Ramadan. As I mentioned, we had a hard day on the diamond. I know Nora's coach is pissed because she's been texting me texting the whole team nonstop since the show started. So, and she's on fire. What the heck, man? Oh man. All right, let's go to Dan. Hello, Dan.
Hey, what's going on, Jay?
How you doing, buddy?
Good, good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
Awesome. All right, you kind of already answered this question from the previous call real quick, but my stuff got approved on the 12th, but I haven't gotten any updates yet until like card being put in use and all that. Just wondering what you got on that.
Yeah. Everybody in the comments, if you've had a case approved lately, put in there like the date of the approval and when you got your green card. Because in what I'm seeing lately is it's 30 days. So
30 days to get the card.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing lately.
All right. Yeah, that's what I want to make sure.
All right, have a safe trip.
Thanks.
See you, bud. Old Dan calling in from the airport. You gotta love it. Let's go to FOIA related. Hello, Big Brain. What's up, Big Brain?
Hi, Jim. Thanks for taking my question.
Sure.
So my question is related to FOIA. I know you made a video recently about it. My application is pending. It's an adjustment of the status based on asylum for over a year. So my question is, if I do a FOIA on my A file, or specifically my adjustment of status file, just to get an insight of how the process is doing internally. And also, I sent over some unsolicited evidence to pretty much fulfill the 1 year presence requirement, because I filed it before the 1 year presence requirement. If I do a FOIA, will that cause a delay in the adjudication process while my application is pending?
I don't know 100% for sure, but I think so. I know for a fact that if you file a FOIA anytime while your naturalization case is pending, they are forced to pull it out of the citizenship line and put it in the FOIA line, and you lose like 3 months. So I have to assume, given the fact that citizenship is sort of more important than a green card, I know that for a fact. I'd have to assume that that's true too for that. Also, I don't think you're going to get jack squat out of a FOIA on a green card that is still being decided. In other words, all the good stuff from a green card adjudication that you can get with a FOIA is after the case is over. That's where you get the notes and the analysis or whatever it is you're going to get. It's then. The only reason I would do a FOIA at this stage is if you didn't keep a copy of everything you filed. If you have a copy of everything you filed, you're not going to get anything meaningful out of a FOIA at this stage. And I do think it's going to slow you down for a month or two.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I just wanted to, hopefully they won't deny it because I filed it before the 1 year requirement.
So we've been having a debate on that in our office, and I should be careful with what I say, but we're not entirely sure that rule has been fully implemented. They're treating it strangely. The rule seems to have disappeared off their website. So we've been having discussions internally, and what we've been telling people is to still go ahead and wait the full year.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. Let's hope for the best.
Hopefully you'll call me back and say, yo, Jim, it worked, and I'll be happy for you. I don't want you to start worrying about it, but that's our latest. I mean, this was fresh off the presses last week. We decided that we're going to keep telling people to wait the full year because it's just unclear.
Right. Could they deny your application like right away, straight away, without doing like an RFE for your presence requirement?
Well, I would say they're supposed to issue a notice of intent to deny. They don't always, but more importantly, an RFE wouldn't help you any, because if you filed too early, that's a dead letter. You got to start over.
I see. Well, let's hope for the best. Thank you for the for the answer.
Okay. Good luck. Yep, for sure. All right, Stephanie's here. Hello, Stephanie. You're on mute.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm well. How's your Sunday? Good?
It's good.
Mine's is more like of a common sense question, but I just want to it's been going around. Me and my husband are doing a adjustment of status through our marriage. We actually have our interview this coming Thursday.
Nice.
We met with our attorney this past Thursday just to go over like the questions on the I-485 and to turn in any like more evidence that we have, because we do have new evidence as well.
Yeah.
Thing is that when we received the interview notice, I forgot to ask my attorney, do you recommend like that we take everything that the notice says, because the attorney has all those documents that they're asking us for?
Yeah. So one or the other, either you or them should bring it. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, because I was just doubtful about that. I was like, I don't know if I should take any extra or just go with whatever they have.
yeah, I would be as prepared as possible and bring as much as I can, especially interviews and things like that.
Okay, yeah, because she just told us to bring like our like original documents, like our kids' birth certificates, our marriage certificate, and things like that, like his passport.
Right. Right. No, that sounds good. Here's a question. Why do you think they scheduled your case for an interview? Is there something special? Because they're waiving interviews in most cases now.
I thought we were actually gonna get waived. I'm not actually sure why we got an interview. This is actually our second time around applying, because we got denied the first time. So this is our second time, but this time around everything went better than the first time.
Why did it get denied the first time? What was the reason?
I can't recall the exact reason, but it had to do something with like our I-130 petition.
Like maybe you didn't do it right?
I think so. I believe the lawyer, our attorney, must have like messed something up, but she just told us whatever the letter said, pretty much.
Are you the beneficiary, or are you the U.S. citizen?
I'm the U.S. citizen. My husband. I'm applying for my husband.
And was he out of status when you got married, or was he in status when you got married?
No, he's been out of status since whenever he came in. He came in when he was 5. He's 32 now.
He came in with a visa, or he came in without inspection?
Without inspection.
And did he get DACA?
No, he did not.
Did he get advanced? So he hasn't left the United States since.
No, he's never left the U.S. since he came in when he was 5.
And so so we have a U.S. citizen, a foreign national spouse who entered without inspection at the age of 5. No one ever filed any immigration benefit for him before, except you.
Actually, yes. Back in, I believe, 2000, he does have a petition from his aunt.
Nice.
So I believe that saved him from going to Juarez, if I'm not wrong.
That's what I wanted to know. Good job, Stephanie. That's exactly what I was worried about. Perfect. Okay, good. I think you're in good shape. Yeah, that makes sense that you have an interview, because he's got a complicated history. Now, the one thing, I don't know if your lawyer got him ready for this, but here's the one thing that could be the fly in the ointment. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
And I don't want you to answer this on camera. I just want you to talk to your husband about it, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On any job application, loan application, student application, work, anything, has he ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? And if the answer to that is yes, he's in trouble. But they might ask him about that, because when someone's been in the United States for 25 years without status, they often ask about that. So he needs to be ready for that.
Not that I know of. The current job he's at has only been his only job. He's been there 15 years. Obviously,
just have him check and make sure. If he doesn't think he ever applied for citizenship or said he was a citizen, then he should be good to go.
No, we did talk about that. He says that he doesn't recall putting any of that in the application.
All right, perfect. Good luck, Stephanie. Let us know after Thursday how it goes, okay?
Thank you so much, Jim. Thank you for answering my questions.
You got it. Good
Have
luck.
a good Sunday. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too. All right. David, they said 2000, so I think it's probably a 245I case, which is the Life Act case. So I think we should be good. All right. Sophie has a nice note. Can we just have a moment for Jim, the guru of immigration? I'm not a god to anybody, Sophia. Just needed to point that out. Mastermind behind the master plan. That's Allah. Allah has the master plan, not me. Watching the show since 2019. Thank you for watching, Sophia. You gotta love that. All right. David's always there to check me out. David keeps me honest. David makes sure I don't make mistakes, especially when I'm fasting. There goes Amani. She's going to visit some friends of ours. All right. Ramon is here, and he's got some kick-ass headsets on. What's up, Ramon?
Hello, Jim. How are you?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And yeah. So
Sorry, I was just waving to my wife. Go ahead.
no worries. Okay. Yes, I have a, EB2 NIW application,
Good
and
for
I
you.
got annoyed,
Annoyed, yeah.
and I got, and it's for defective signatures on the forms.
I'm sorry, Ramon, what'd you say?
Defective signatures.
Oh, defective signatures.
Yes.
Did you sign it electronically
And
did you sign? How did you sign?
I signed it using a scanned copy of my signature using Adobe PDF.
So like you were working inside the Adobe and then you had this scan signature that you use for everything and you inserted it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't take that.
Okay. Yeah. So my question is really about the answer that we gave to the NOID. I have an attorney on this case, and we just sent. I was instructed to just send re-signed wet signature forms, with ink and. So, am I in trouble?
No, you're fine. That should be fine.
Do you think so?
I'm not worried about that. Yeah, no.
All right. Okay. So that's my question. I have one other question that is related to the USCIS case status online, and my case is still like under review. It's not showing this last update with the NOID. Is it always the case? It's slightly slow there to update things.
You must not watch my show very often. All I ever do, Ramon, is say how dumb that online portal is and how it's always wrong. So don't worry about that either.
Right. Brilliant. Okay. Thank you. That's it for me. Thank you.
Good luck, buddy. I hope you get your green card.
All right. Cheers.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
Yep. All right. David makes a very important point. USA versus Mexico tonight for CONCACAF. David, what time is that game? When I'm done with this is my last thing of the day. I'm freaking tired. I'm going to jump in the hot tub and grill some kebabs for dinner. So what time's that game? I'll watch that game for sure. There's a kid on the USA team who's been fasting for Ramadan, so I'm going to root for him too. All right. Emmanuel is here. Hello, Emmanuel. You're on mute.
Hello. Yes. Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Yeah. So today happens to be I had wanted to speak with you, but I followed through some procedure that this is how I could easily meet you. So I have like a question that I wanted to ask.
Go for it.
And yes, my question is this. So I have like a friend who wants to apply for EB2, but the person has like a criminal history in the sense that she beat the child when the child was young, about 9 years old, and she was like convicted. It was actually an act of love, trying to correct the child from her wrongdoings, but she went too far.
Did you say an act of love?
I mean, she went too far though. Yes, especially by going that far to create injury on the child and all that. Okay. So she was convicted initially of felony, but was brought down to misdemeanor or something like that. Mm-hmm. So in this particular situation, would the person be eligible to apply for EB2 and, if possible, adjustment of status?
Well, what's the person's current status, Emmanuel?
It's asylum.
Yeah, so asylum's not status for purposes of a green card generally. When did the person arrive in the United States?
I think it's 2014, and at the moment as well, the person also has like a work authorization, but
doesn't matter.
Yeah. Matter. But
here's what I need to know, Emmanuel. What visa did they have when they came to the United States? Did they have a visa?
I think it was a visiting visa thereabout. But right now the person is on asylum, and the person has that.
Emmanuel, you have to listen to me. Let me ask the questions because I know what's going on. Did the person apply for asylum within 6 months of arrival?
Maybe let me just ask and come back to your next show and then give you like a full
Yeah,
detail.
because I don't think I mean putting the child abuse charge to the side, which is a really big issue. I don't think they're probably in a position. So here's the only way asylum can carry you over if you want to go from being on a visit visa to years later applying for an employment-based green card is you have to have applied for asylum in your initial entry, in your initial valid period. If you do it a day after, or if you've been referred to the immigration court, then you can't go to an employment-based green card. And even if you do all those things that I said, it's still really hard to get them to agree. So I think she's got a hard road to hoe. Then
Oh, the network is so bad I can hear you. I don't know if it is from my side. Hello. Hello.
hey, I'm back. What the heck? Sorry about that. How's everybody doing? I think our friend left. I'm back. Sorry about that. How's everybody doing? I had to run upstairs and we'll just do it like this. Sorry about that. Everyone asked Nurse Laura to take over. She could for sure. Let's see. Nam is here. Hello, Nam.
Hello, Jim. Can you take off the camera, please?
Of course. All set.
Thank you, Jim. My question is regarding filing for my parents, like the adjustment of status. They are here in USA. They are here almost 4 months now. So since the fees is going up, and we just recently decided, as a family, we sat together and decided, they want to stay here for longer. So I'm a citizen, so I was thinking to file them. So since the fees is going up from April 1st, so it will be just four months and 4 or 5 days. If I were to apply before April 1st, will that be considered filing early, or it should be okay?
No, 60 days is all we're worried about.
Okay. And my father, he retired like he took early retirement last year due to some other reasons, not being paid well and stuff like that. Me and my brothers, we decided, asked him to step down because it was not worth it to work. So he retired before coming to US like 5-6 months ago. Will that be something USCIS will look, and his father retired early, like at the age of 58? Will that they start thinking about that, me being a misrepresentation, planning to come to US and file for adjustment? Will that be something to worry about?
I don't think so.
Okay. And the other question, Jim, is regarding the late registration of birth record for my father. He also has non-availability certificate as per the Department of State website. Anyone who's for Indian citizen born before 1969, they can show non-availability certificate with other evidence like affidavit from the like the relatives that this person was born on such and such date. So my father was also able to get the birth certificate and also non-availability. So will that create a confusion if I submit both of the documents, or should I just submit non-availability certificate as a proof of birth for my father?
Both.
Both. Okay. And last question, Jim. Their marriage certificate was also late registered, like because in India they don't used to register like officially until just recently, like 10-15 years ago. So they registered almost 8 years ago. But but we do have a marriage certificate, but it was registered late. Will that be an issue, or that will, if the marriage certificate by itself will be sufficient, or will I need to have any other affidavits?
I think affidavit. If you're having affidavits for his birth, I'd get an affidavit or two about their marriage too. I mean, really, the whole shoot match is really your birth certificate. That's the one that really matters.
Okay, so yeah, okay, with my birth certificate. Sorry, Jim. Last question again. I understand what you're saying. Appreciate that for giving me this time. And the last question is actually regarding my birth certificate. I originally, when I was born, the birth certificate which I had was having. So my father's name is Muhammad Aslam. So his name and my name was written like in India. They used to call it short form like MD for Muhammad. So
Yeah.
his name is MD in my birth certificate. And later on, I figured out we tried to change that birth certificate and have it corrected with his full name. So I also have the recent one with the correct name and the original one with MD Aslam. So which one should I submit as a proof of birth?
Both.
Both?
And explain.
Okay. The only thing which I'm worried about the certificate is the both of them are genuine, both of them are original, but the date of registration of my birth doesn't match both of the certificate. I don't know why the state government of India, where I'm from, they screwed up the date.
Then I would go with the old one that says MD, because everybody knows what MD means.
Okay. Thank you, Jim. Thanks a lot.
I know. Good questions. Thanks for being so prepared.
Thank you.
See you, buddy. Andrew has a nice comment. How's it, Jim? Your neighbor up the road here. Great advice. Spreading the word in the alien community in St. Louis of this great resource. Great. Thanks to Rich. All right. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for watching. Now, wait a minute, everybody. Big up. Uh-oh. You guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Ms. Donna Thompson herself is here. Hello, Donna.
Hi, Jim.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
How
too.
are you, Jim?
Is it hot there in Jamaica?
It's very hot, Jim. It's very, very hot. My son is watching, Jim.
Nice. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's so nice to see you. Make me want to cry.
How are things in
Jim?
Jamaica? Yeah.
It's very hot today, Jim. It's kind of cloudy, but it's still hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question to ask you, Jim. My son got married 2022 February. Okay. He did his biometrics June last year. They asked him for, the RFE. They sent him a letter for RFE. He sent in everything along with his medical. How long of a wait does he have, Jim?
So he's in the United States?
Yes, he is. He's watching right now, Jim.
Oh, okay. What's his name?
His name is Ryan Campbell. He commented sometime.
Big up, Ryan.
He's
Big
watching
up,
you
buddy.
right now. I told him I'm going to be on camera, so he's watching.
Awesome, awesome. So you said that he did his biometrics in June of 23, but when did he actually file?
In May.
May of 23.
Yes.
Why did he wait so long to file if he got married in February 22?
Well, I don't know. It just didn't start it right away.
And what kind of a visa did he have when he entered?
B1, B2, I think. He went up on some work thing.
So when he applied, then he would have been out of status at the time he applied, right?
Right. Jim, you know that? Okay, let me tell you. I haven't seen my son in 18 years. I'm crying every day.
Oh, John, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess the hope is he gets his green card and then his citizenship, and then he can apply for you to come to the United States. Is that the plan?
Yes. Yes, Jim. And I'm going to use it as the lawyer.
Well, you're going to come to St. Louis and visit me, right?
Yeah.
Well, that would be great.
Yeah. So, Jim, how long of a wait do you think he has? Because he told me he had he told me something. The extra, what is extra? I don't remember the word he used, but I can text you in the comment and tell you. But everything went in already, medical and everything.
He asked them to expedite it. Is that what you mean?
Right. The lawyer said he expedite something.
Which city does he live in? Does Ryan live in?
In Texas.
Oh, Texas is pretty fast. So, but we're not even at a year since fingerprints. Has he gotten his work card?
No, Jim.
Well, June, out of status. I would say he'll probably have his green card by around August or September, probably.
So you don't. So what happened to the work permit, Jim? You don't think they're gonna give him a work permit or something?
That should come soon.
Okay, Jim. Because I'm kind of.
Thanks for coming on. Come back anytime, okay? Can you give me a big...
Jim, have a nice day now. Have a nice day. Big up yourself, Jim. Big up.
Love it.
Big up yourself.
Love it.
Okay, Jim. Bye.
Oh my God. I'm gonna make this my ringtone on my phone. Thanks, Donna. See ya. Oh man. Oh, Ryan's on an H-1B. Okay, good. So he's probably in status. So it's all good, Ryan. I think you're fine. Just chilling. Thanks for watching, Ryan, and thanks, Donna, for the big up. That was the best. Man, I love that. That was the best. I could never give a big up that cool. Am I right? I just could not give one that cool. Ahmed is here. Hi, Ahmed.
Hey, James. Ramadan Mubarak.
Same to you, my brother. How you doing?
Doing good. Thank you for helping me last time with the National Visa Center. I do really appreciate that. So our case is been approved from the National Visa Center, and we're waiting for the interview schedule for my wife on Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
When did you get documentarily qualified?
On September 20th, 2023, last year. So we kind of we haven't heard anything from them since that time. I tried to figure out when the interview is going to be scheduled, from the visa bulletin, but I couldn't figure out the date.
The thing you need to do is you need to check chat boards for other people waiting in Riyadh. Riyadh's really busy right now. So I think you're probably getting close, probably 6 to 8 months total. Yeah.
Okay.
IE says interview soon at Riyadh. So I think it'll be soon.
Okay. So it's going to be within 6 months to 8 months, usually, since
3 to 6 from now.
All right. That's my only question, Jim. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's just a guess.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I just want to know, I couldn't figure out anything, and appreciate your help, and thank you for everything that you're doing to everybody here. Really appreciate that. All right.
You got it. Won't that be a great day when Ryan and Donna are in the United States together? Won't that be great? That'll be a great day when that happens. So that was fun seeing Donna. Hopefully Ryan will come on after he gets his green card, and we'll just have a big old party. James is here. Hello, James.
Hi. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm okay. This is a quick question.
Sure.
Before we apply for our USCIS, send us a RFE. So we're able to submit a lot of documents, including pictures and everything. Now I have visa interview, I think next week. So my question is, UIS will send all these pictures and all the evidence to the embassy or not?
No. So this is an overseas case?
You said?
This is an overseas case where the beneficiary is going to go through the consulate?
Yes.
But the case itself is still at USCIS?
No, it's already approved. It's MVC approved everything. I have interview at the consulate, I think next week. So
So
the question is,
you go ahead.
the question is, the RFE document that we send, the evidence, like pictures, chat and everything, they will send it back to the consulate or not?
You should assume no. You can't assume that they're supposed to, but you can't assume that they did. So I would say keep uploading other stuff or bring extra stuff with you. You just bring it all with you. There's no downside to bringing extra stuff to your interview.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good luck, James. Which embassy?
Kingdom of Bahrain.
Bahrain. Oh, Bahrain. Hina. When did you get documentally qualified?
What, the appointment?
No, when did the NVC documentarily qualify your case? How long ago?
November 17.
And your interview's next week?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, great. Thanks, James.
Okay, welcome, boss.
Good luck, buddy. Let us know how it goes. All right. Now, how can we not take VIP? VIP is here.
Hi there. How's it going, Jim?
Good. How are you doing?
Not too shabby. Just a quick question on how to pay your office on a writ of mandamus from overseas. What are the ways I can do it?
Stacks of cash is the best way. No, I'm teasing. Tens and 20s and unmarked bills.
Oh, sure.
Overseas. I mean, do you have a credit card? Because credit card is the way most people do it. Otherwise, I think there's a way to do a wire transfer.
Could it do bank wire transfer via Western Union? Would it be better for the exchange?
If you send me an email about that to info@, I can ask accounting. I just don't know how that all works.
Oh, okay, sounds good. And on the writ of mandamus, do you guys actually refer to the specifics of the case which they are taking a long time? It's a 601 waiver.
Yes, we do. We go that we get all the details from you. We lay it all out in the complaint for sure. We have to in order. So in federal court, you have to do what's called notice pleading. You have to give the defendants notice of why you're suing them. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The only reason is that they told me that I was eligible to file for a waiver based on an accusation, not on an actual plea of guilty. I didn't plead guilty to burglary. I pled guilty to criminal trespass, which is a misdemeanor. But the consulate officer said I was inadmissible based on a charge of a burglary. And then when we submitted the I-601, my lawyer told them, hey, he was actually not convicted, and then he gave all the reasons, this and that.
That's exactly what I would do. If you this is for everybody. If anyone ever tells you need a waiver, you have the right and you should attack whether you even need the waiver before you even get to the waiver. So I think that's the right approach.
Okay, yeah, but he just mentioned that I wasn't.
No. We would have a whole section because the hope is that you pound them on, dude, we don't even need this. I'm trying not to cuss. We don't even need this waiver. But even if and here's why we don't need this waiver. And then even if we do need the waiver, you should give it to us for these reasons. So you sort of, and the thought is that maybe you soften them up a little bit to make the waiver case a little stronger by trying to minimize whether you actually need it or not. Does that make sense?
Sure. You guys will bring that up on the writ of mandamus?
No, we can't. No, we're just stuck with what we got.
Oh, because it's already said and done.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, he did mention on the 601, but didn't go on details, like just that he that I wasn't guilty of it.
Yeah, so that, I mean, that has its own value. Yeah.
Yeah, they will see that, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll send an email to the accounting office and then ask them to look at the video at this minute.
No, just email them and say, hey, I'm overseas. I want to pay for a writ. How do I do it? What are my options?
Sounds good. All right.
Thanks.
Thanks,
See you,
Jim.
buddy.
Take
Yeah,
care.
buddy. All right. Shashan is here. Hello, Shashan. You're on mute.
Hey Jim, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Are you in, is that a tent? Are you in a balloon? What is that background?
Oh no, I'm at work. I have a question regarding my friend.
Okay,
Can
go
I turn
for
off my camera?
You are off camera, Shashan.
Yeah, appreciate you, my friend.
Sure.
My friend, I have a question regarding one of my close friend. He got married to a U.S. citizen like last year, and he filed his case like last month, and the things came up right now. His wife, she didn't told him she was married to a guy like 2 or 3 years before, but in Mexico.
And never divorced?
No, never divorced. But the thing is, like at that time, she used that guy name in in his county for like cash aid, and after that, she closed everything. They never meet or anything. Now he came to know that thing, and he just wanna ask like, does it is going to affect him that he already put the application and everything?
Well, so let me just make sure that I understand everything, okay? So Shashan's friend, what's Shashan's immigration status before he files the I-130? What's his status?
Oh, he was out of status. He came on B2 or maybe B1, B2.
Well, like a long time ago?
Not that much. He was out of status for 4 months.
Okay, out of status for 4 months, and then he marries this woman, and they file an I-130 and a 45, everything, right?
Yes.
And then after that's on file, so after he's legally married in the United States to this person, then somehow he finds out that she's still legally married to some dude in Mexico?
Yeah, in Mexico.
And were you saying some kind of thing like she used his name to like run a scam or something? Like she was
not scam or anything. When she was living with him like years before, and she stayed that when she got the cash aid and the EBT, she stayed him for the medical, that he also can get the medical. Just he's my husband. She didn't submit any marriage certificate. She didn't mention, like she didn't give the county any proof. She just said.
Okay, so number one, your buddy is in big trouble. Number two, the case is dead. It needs to be withdrawn. It cannot be approved. The case that's filed right now cannot be approved because she was not legally free to marry. That's the number one question on an I-130. Are both parties to the marriage free to marry? So that marriage is void. It's not legal. And they can consider that to be fraud. So that's one big issue, okay?
Oh.
Number two, it sounds like he's married to a scamming kind of a lady. It sounds like she's scammed the county, and now she tried to scam USCIS. He was out of status, so they're going to think that this whole application was fraud. That's what they're going to think. He's in big trouble.
Oh,
he needs to withdraw that case and get his marriage annulled, and then he needs to forget about this person. She's no good.
She has to do that thing.
Well, they have to. The I-130 cannot be approved, so there's no value in keeping it on the books. That should be withdrawn right away.
Correct.
He's gonna have a hard time convincing USCIS that he didn't know that she was still married to the dude in Mexico. So if he can develop any proof of that, that would be helpful later on. But he's not going to get a green card through this lady, I don't think, ever.
Correct. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. So I can, or maybe he's watching, so he can understand.
Watch. Yeah, and tell him to email me if he has questions. But he's got to get away from that lady, and he's got to get that I-130 withdrawn.
Yeah. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it.
Yeah. We have good news, everybody. our friend Lamar got his citizenship. How about that? Good job, Lamar, sharp boss. Everyone's giving the love, saying happy. I love this. It says INS, which is the old name of USCIS. So it's almost like INS, the Immigration Naturalization Service, is saying, you are welcome, Lamar. You're all done with USCIS. Way to go. So that made me laugh. All right, got time for a few more questions. Let's go to Bright. Hello, Bright.
Hello, Jim. Thank you very much for your good job you are doing. God bless you.
Thank you.
Allah bless you. Yes. Jim, I came here. Actually, this is my third time coming to the United States. And I came here on B2. So this time around, I decided to change to F1, like learn English language. Yeah, but I known this lady for almost 3 years, but we were talking for some time. But I was having some issues with my marriage then back home. So actually, she was interested in me, but I told her that I'm going through some divorce issues then, so I can't proceed with her. So fortunately, last year, before I came here, I got divorced in April, and then I came here in August. But my intention wasn't like I'm coming to marry her, but I started the program. I'm still having a pending change of status, and we talk, and we since we know ourselves for some long time, we decided to get married, and we got married. So I want to ask that, can I file while my F1, I mean change of status is pending, or I should wait when they approve it, then I apply for the I-30?
It doesn't matter. It's a waste of time worrying about that thing.
Come again, please.
You don't have to wait for that. You don't have to wait for that. But can we back up a little bit? I just want to go. I want to get a couple things, Bright. Okay.
Right.
What country are you from?
I'm from Ghana.
Okay. And when did you first? How many visit visas to the United States have you been approved for? Just one?
2.
Okay. And were they multiple entry visas or one
yes,
time?
The first one was one time. The second one was multiple entry.
Okay. And when you first went to get the first one, you were married?
Yes.
And you were still married to that person when you got the second one, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm going to say that I'm going to call that lady Mary. Okay, so you were married to Mary, and then so you came to and then the person in the United States, what's her name?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
Yes.
Georgia's a U.S. citizen.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you went back and forth, and you were with Mary, and then you came. When did you enter the United States last?
Last August 6th.
August 6th. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you filed for a change to F1 when?
That
like
was
in January?
in January. Yeah.
Okay. And then when did you first meet Georgia?
Georgia, we met in my second trip. That is 2023. No, 2024. Sorry, 2022. That was my second trip. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And so, okay. And okay.
Mm-hmm. So we were talking, but because of my marriage issue then, so we couldn't go further.
Okay. So did you get divorced? Have you filed for divorce?
Yes, that was before. That was last year, April.
Did you file for divorce from inside the United States or from Ghana?
No, from Ghana.
And is that divorce final?
Yes, that was April. It was final. Actually, I was having this issue for some years, but it came to an end in April last year.
Okay, that's a good point. So when did you file for divorce?
That was 2022 January there, court issue. So it was back and forth, and finally
a year and 4 months or so to get divorced.
Yes.
Well, a couple things to think about. One is The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service is suspicious of Ghana divorce decree, so you have to really nail down that you have a valid divorce decree.
Okay.
So, were you in court when the judge declared you divorced?
Yes, please.
You were?
Yeah, I was in Ghana then.
But you were in the room when the judge said this marriage is over.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be a little suspicious. You know, Nigeria is very high on their list, and Ghana is a little bit below that for marrying people for green cards. But has Georgia been married before?
No.
Yeah, I think it's okay. But in answer to your question, you don't have to wait for the F1. You can just go ahead if you're married.
Oh, okay. But now, now I got married already last month, but I'm just thinking of filing. But and you said the US, I mean, they suspect Ghana and Nigeria. I don't know this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, watch the show because it comes up a lot. But basically, here's the fact pattern. Dude is married. Dude gets a visit visa to the United States by saying I'm married and I plan to come back to my spouse. Dude comes to the United States and then divorces spouse. So yours is a little different. You went back and filed for divorce. Yours is a little bit different. But basically, the thing is, they think that you just got the visit visa by saying you were married, and then you come to the United States and marry a U.S. citizen to get a green card. And so, like, my wife had a case once, right? It was a Ghana divorce decree, and they didn't believe our divorce decree. They said, they actually said, I remember my Amani told me, they said, this paper that this divorce decree come on, it's the same kind of paper that you can get from Amazon. Like that was some silver bullet that showed that we were wrong. So you're going to want to really nail down the whole ins and outs of the divorce case, because that's going to be the most important thing. Everything else, I think you can work through. But that divorce is what you really need to make sure is 100% legit.
Right. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I don't have any problem. Thank you so much, Jim. Thank you.
Good luck. Yep. Yeah. I think we have time for one or two more. Let's go to Chioma. Hello, Chioma. You're on mute.
Hello.
Hi, Chioma.
How you doing, Jim?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Let me give you a rundown of my situation.
Great.
Okay. We just got our case dismissed from immigration court March 11th. And I lost my husband February 11th of this year.
You lost your husband? He passed away?
Yes, Mr. Jim.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that, Chioma.
Thank you so much.
What happened to him?
He had cancer of the bones.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm very sorry to hear that. Let's back up. So where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
And when did you come to the United States? Are you in the United States or are you in Nigeria?
I'm in the United States, in Houston.
Okay, and when did you come?
I came with my 3 sons in 2015.
Okay, how old are your sons? Or what years were your sons born, I should say?
The first one was born in 1998. The second one was 2000. The last one, 2003.
And they're all still here in the United States?
Yeah, they're here with me.
What was the first name of the man that you married that passed away?
My first marriage was with Mr. Brodnax. We got divorced in 2019 of June.
Yeah.
And then I married my late husband in 2020 March.
What was his first name?
Godwin.
Godwin. Okay. And Godwin was a U.S. citizen?
Yes, he was.
And did Godwin file an I-130 for you?
Yeah, he did while we were in immigration court.
So you guys all got it. You and the kids were put in deportation because of just the overstay?
The overstay, I hope. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, was 2020 the year that he filed, or was that the year you married, or both?
Yeah, both. We married and we filed the I-130 same 2020.
Okay. So when you got married, the first one was 22. And when you got married, the second one was 20 or so. And the third one was 17. Okay. All right. I'm with you. So did your husband file I-130 for you?
Yeah, he filed for me and my last son because my other 2 sons were of age. He couldn't file for them.
That's right. And so then that I-130 got approved, and then you got out of deportation court.
Yes. We filed for asylum, all four of us in immigration court. We got EADs, but it's going to expire in July of this year.
So you're the primary applicant for the asylum case?
Yeah, with me and my sons.
Okay, and you haven't separated out the older sons or anything from that asylum case?
No, I did not separate it.
Okay, and when were proceedings were terminated in court or what?
Yeah, it was the judge dismissed the case with the prosecutor on March 11th that we had our hearing.
Well, okay, so dismissed is a tricky term. So in immigration, the real important word is terminated. Do you know if it was terminated?
They use the word dismissed.
Dismissed. Okay.
Yeah.
Did they say administratively closed or dismissed or terminated?
Dismissed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's the plan with the two older sons?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling to find out what are the options they have.
There's not much for them. Do you have a lawyer through any of this?
No. But my main issue now is the family refused to put my name on the death certificate.
Did we talk about this before?
No, this is my first time calling you. I only listen to your shows.
Yeah, no, I've had other people tell me the family refused to put me on the divorce decree. Yeah, that sucks.
On the death certificate.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Mm.
So how?
That's my issue. Though the in the court, I was advised to go file the widow's petition.
Right.
1360 or I-360.
Yep. So the judge terminated proceedings after your husband died.
Yes, yes.
But after the I-130. So the I-130 is approved, your husband passed away, and then you went to court.
Yes.
Okay. Chioma, this is a really big, complicated case, and I'm fasting right now, so I'm sort of lightheaded. Would you be willing to email me about this, and then I can try to see if we can help you somehow?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay, I will.
Yeah, there's my email at the bottom, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com, and we'll see if we can help, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right. Thanks, Chioma.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You got it. All right, everybody. That was sad news, sad way to end the day. We'll be back tomorrow at noon Central Time. Noon Central. Soccer's starting for the Nornator, so we'll be having early shows probably for lots of days in Ramadan. We'll still try to do a couple at 4, but he will be happy. We're doing a lot of early ones. I hope you'll have a great rest of the weekend. Loved seeing Akil asked if I'm fasting. Yep, I'm fasting. Today's day 14. And Donna says Ryan's coming on too. That'll be fun. Hopefully Ryan gets his green card soon, and hopefully he can get on that path to citizenship. Hope you all have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow at noon. Bye, guys. Thanks, everyone. Great seeing you, Donna.